For 4 decades, Cardiovascular Institute of the South and Terrebonne General Health System have partnered to deliver a legacy of cardiovascular innovation. We lead the state in advanced programs and complex procedures that you won't find anywhere else. Our specialized treatments for peripheral vascular disease, artery and vein disease, heart valve and structure conditions, arrhythmias, and more attract patients from around the world. Together, we deliver the cardiovascular care that you deserve. Visit tgncis.com to learn more.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Stan Gravois. Happy to be here with you as we are celebrating the 8 local football players on the high school level who have decided to cast their lot to play collegiate football. Of course, we know there's an early signing period, and then there is the February signing period. This past week, we had 8 individuals who have decided where they're going to play their collegiate ball. We're going to take a look at those guys in alphabetical order, and we're going to start it with Braylon Brown. Braylon Brown is going to graduate from Terrebonne High School. He is going to finish in May, and he will be moving up to Kansas. That's where Ottawa University is. It is an NAIA school, a good little NAIA school. Braylon, I think, is going to play more defensive back there in Kansas for Ottawa than he will wide receiver. A very wiry, crafty guy in the defensive backfield, and I think he's going to pay big dividends for that school out in Kansas. Again, congratulations to Braylon Brown going to Ottawa University, and he is out of Terrebonne High School. Next, again, in alphabetical order, Jahari Carter. Jahari Carter, a terrific wide receiver, only played 1 year at Covenant Christian Academy as he moved in as a transfer to that school. He's going to play his college ball at the University of Arkansas, Monticello. That is a terrific school. It is a Division III school. They are under the guidance of Hud Jackson, a guy who actually played his high school football at E.D. White High School. Interestingly enough, Hud is the son of Sonny Jackson, who was the former great coach over at Nicholls State University. So there is a tie-in, and certainly Jahari is going to do well there as he had a terrific year for the 10-0 regular season CCEA Lions. Moving on, again in alphabetical order, one of his teammates, Carson Abear of Covenant Christian, has decided to cast his lot with Nicholls State University. Carson is a terrific athlete. He just scored his 101st goal in soccer. He's moving on to baseball, where he's a terrific athlete. But I got to tell you, on the football field, he brings a lot of diversity to the Colonels. He can play in the slot. He could play a receiver position. He can run the ball. So he offers Nicholls State a lot of opportunities. I think he's going to do some good things there for the Colonels. And I don't think he's really filled into his body yet. So there's a ways to go in a maturation process that is only going to help the folks over at Nicholls State even more when Carson gets there. There's going to be another Abear who is going to be on the roster. Sean Abear, graduate of Vanderbilt Catholic, or at least he will be in May, is going to go over to Thibodaux to kick for the Colonels. A terrific, consistent, good kicker who I think is going to really help the special teams for the Colonels. Remember, they had a really rough year with special teams this year, and I think they need some stability. I think Sean can provide that over in Thibodaux. Moving on, and again, we are staying in alphabetical order. Our next signee is Malik Miles, a really good running back. I think that Louisiana Christian is getting a steal here with Malik Miles. For the last 3 years, he has started at the tailback position for H.L. Bourgeois, and he can run around you, he can run by you, and he can run through you. So a guy who I think is going to go in there, and I venture to say, probably will get some time immediately there in Pineville for Louisiana Christian. We wish him well, and he is going to be joined by a lot of other kids from the area, because you notice we're going to go on a little spree with kids who are going to play at Louisiana Christian. Joining Malik is going to be Robert Sandoff, a terrific athlete from Vanderbilt Catholic. Robert played in the defensive backfield for Vanderbilt, but he very well could have started as a running back for just about any high school in our area. They had Jalen Coleman there. Of course, we know Jalen signed in the early signing period with Liberty. Robert, I'm very glad, is going to have the opportunity to play in Pineville at Louisiana Christian. I can see them using him in a number of ways. By the way, his dad there, Robert Sr., a terrific athlete at Southern University and at H.L. Bourgeois High School. So congratulations to Robert. Well deserved for him. Moving on, another signee from Louisiana Christian, or to Louisiana Christian from Terrebonne High School is Renaj Smith. Renaj Smith is going to play in the defensive backfield. He's a safety, and I think he's going to do some good things over there for the Wildcats in Pineville. Again, crafty guy. Him and Braylon Brown know each other well. So I think it's going to be a situation where they're going to sort of feed off of each other, both coming from Terrebonne High School. Louisiana Christian getting some really good athletes. And finally, to round it out, also at Louisiana Christian is going to be Cole St. Pierre. I mentioned where Robert Sandoff could have played in the backfield for just about anybody in the area as far as running back goes. So could this young man. Cole St. Pierre was terrific when he spelled Jalen Coleman this year. I think he's going to be really good for Louisiana Christian. Just a real tough runner back there, too. Works for yardage. And again, a situation where we have a bunch of kids from the area going to Louisiana Christian so they could sort of rely, feed on each other, get rides back and forth to South Louisiana, as Louisiana Christian is a building program there in the Pineville area. So we're very proud of these 8 individuals as they're going to be moving on to play in the next area, on the next level. In the future, if we have any more that are going to be moving on, we're certainly going to pass those on to you. But those that are the ones who signed in this early period, of course, you could start signing last Wednesday. That was of February. And moving on, you could still sign, but that period is going to close down at some point. And of course, in today's world with the portal, it makes it a little tougher to come right out of high school and get the opportunity. So that makes it just that more important that these kids are getting that opportunity. Again, we wish them well. We're going to keep an eye on them in the future, and we'll let you know how they each progress in their respective careers at their colleges of their choice. Glad to be here with you, folks. We're going to be back right after this.
When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, you chase something greater, no matter how difficult the path. On the dirt, in the sand, and beyond. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda